Why do people ask me where I'm from, even though I'm fluent? Okay, this is this is something that happens very often. When you speak in English in an English speaking country, there are usually two things. I could say three, but I'll say two things that if people hear it, they'll say, hmm, something sounds different. One is that there are obvious English mistakes. Please know that English speakers make English mistakes, but they're kind of like accepted. But then there are English mistakes that English learners make. So, for example, if you say, I have 25 years old, people are going to know. We don't say have, we say am. I am 25 years old or I'm 25. So, obvious English mistakes will let people know. Two, um, the second thing is that it's going to be your accent or your pronunciation. So, when I say pronunciation and accent, that's why I was like, this could be two things. I mean, the sounds that you're using is different than what an American or Canadian is expecting. So instead of saying this, you might say dis. Instead of saying uh, yes, you might say yes, yes, or something like that. Okay. So there's the sounds off. It could also be the stress, which syllable you are stressing in English, and it could also be the rhythm of your English, right? So usually it has to do with having, you know, making mistakes in English. Or two, it could be your pronunciation or accent. And I'm going to share something that I want you guys to know. I do have playlists on my YouTube channel. I have pronunciation help, connected speech help, all that kind of stuff. I do have a playlist. I know that I'm not an English teacher and I don't really like grammar, but I do have a playlist called Common English Mistakes. There it is. Common English mistakes. So if you think, "Oh, I think I might be making these mistakes," you can watch that playlist. And what's fun is that I will say the sentence, and I'll say, "Can you spot the English mistake?" Answer in 3, 2, 1. So you guys will see the mistake. If you know the mistake, you probably don't make that mistake. If you don't know what the mistake is, then you probably make that mistake. So it's a really great way to self-test yourself, self-evaluate yourself, and fix any English mistakes that you currently make in your English. So that's really helpful. Another thing you can do, I have it in the description of my videos here, but I do have this app where you could chat with chatbots. I don't share personal information with the chatbots, so be careful about that. It is AI, but you can practice with a chatbot. You could speak or you could type and you can set it so that it corrects you. So whenever you make a mistake in English, you get that feedback. So when you get that feedback more and more, you'll start to self-correct yourself and stop making those mistakes. So that's one way to fix those English mistakes that make it obvious that English is not your first language. So I'm hoping that helps. And if you want to work on your accent and improve your accent, and you're interested in my free guide, which why not? Comment top tips to get my free guide to improve your accent faster and make lasting and permanent changes to your accent. There you go. I'm going to get rid of this and I'm going to see what questions do we have.